Hey y'all. Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick little astrology video. Please don't mind my background. You're gonna hear some background noise, okay? So I just wanted to give some Saturn return advice. If you're currently experiencing your Saturn return, if you have Saturn in Pisces in your natal chart, then right now you are experiencing your Saturn return. Okay, so Saturn returns, they notoriously get a bad rep. They notoriously get a bad rep because of the amount of pressure and the amount of heaviness that can come with the burdens of responsibilities. But Saturn returns are so pivotal and so helpful to align you to exactly where you need to be. So if you have Saturn in Pisces right now, and remember, Pisces is a water sign and it's a mutable water sign. So if you have Saturn in Pisces, um, then during your Saturn return, like, you're probably deepening your understanding or your awareness of going with the flow and following your own spirit. You're probably realizing how important solitude is and how important it is to keep company who add value to your peace, who add value to you taking care of your responsibilities and things like that. Like, you're probably realizing or just seeing how weird people can be, especially because Neptune is at a 29 degree in Pisces right now. So Neptune is joining Saturn in Pisces, but it's at a 29 degree. So it's a very dramatic degree. So it's like things are feeling a little more extra or over exaggerated than they need to be. But when it comes to your Saturn return, especially Saturn in Pisces, it's like everything is shifting in ways that you probably could never even have imagined or never even planned or expected to, because again, this is a mutable water sign, so it's going to go with the flow, especially a flow that's true to your spirit. Saturn and Pisces, if you're going through your Saturn return, you should definitely be prioritizing your peace and your holistic wellness, especially because next year the North Node is going to move into Pisces. So it's going to be joining Saturn, and just prioritizing the things in your life that bring you overall wellness. So mind, body, and spirit. So this is mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, physical health, things like that. Everything is connected, and that's what Saturn and Pisces is like really bringing to reality, because Saturn is that type of planet to bring things down to reality. Also, Saturn does represent parts of the career like legacy building and things like that. So if you do have Saturn and Pisces, be patient with your process as you're building your legacy, as you're building your career or building your reputation, and figure things out, because things don't work overnight. Things are not like just figured out overnight. Like, it takes time. It takes like a brick by brick process. So be patient with that, and pay attention to your dreams, because you could be having a lot of like creative downloads or like guidance downloads in your dreams as well during your Saturn return in Pisces. Also, Saturn return in Pisces, people, you may be experiencing like gaslighting at an all-time high, or you may just be witnessing the gaslighting at an all-time high. Just really being reminded and recognizing how important it is to have emotional intelligence and emotional awareness, because a lot of people, they project their shit onto other people. You know, they're having a shitty day or they're feeling the way or whatever, and then they take it out on the next person instead of just sitting with themselves and really get into the depths of like, oh, okay, why do I feel sad? Why do I feel mad? Why do I feel whatever the fuck? A lot of people don't really like to sit with their feelings, but Saturn and Pisces right now, especially with the North Node moving next year, you have to have some sort of emotional intelligence. You can't just be out here just like projecting and expecting people to carry your shit like that. The world doesn't work that way. So Saturn and Pisces is bringing that to reality and reminding people like, it's okay to be in tune with your emotions. It's okay to go through the emotions, but still carry your shit, because you're shit. Saturn in Pisces is currently squaring Jupiter in Gemini. So I'm not sure where you have Gemini in your chart. You'll have to book a reading with me and see. We'll have to figure that out. But Saturn in Pisces currently squaring Jupiter in Gemini right now. So it's like we really have to, Jupiter is representative of blessings, luck, abundance, wisdom, knowledge, and all that things, and Saturn squaring that. So it's like about applying that wisdom that you have, but also realizing how you need to be more expansive and more open-minded with your thought process, or the way that you bring things into fruition for yourself. Also, Saturn and Pisces people, I'm going to keep emphasizing that it's a water but mutable sign. It's a water mutable sign. And the reason why I keep emphasizing that it's a water mutable sign, because it's going to feel like a fucking roller coaster. Saturn and Pisces people, for 1 month, you might be up and you might be feeling like, okay, like I'm on top of the world, everything is flowing how it's supposed to be. And the next month, you're having breakdowns and breakthroughs emotionally or psychologically, and you're recognizing past traumas that you need to heal deeper, or bring acceptance and peace to, because Pisces is about healing. It's about, Pisces also likes to go back to the past. So healing past traumas that you thought you were over, that are coming up during your Saturn return, that could be a thing as well. Also, Saturn and Pisces people, trust your creativity. I know mutable placements, which is Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius. Mutable placements are naturally multi-talented and multifaceted. So it could be challenging to feel like as if like, okay, I need to just be straightforward and do this, or my life needs to look like this. Saturn and Pisces people, mutable placements in general, your life is not going to look like everybody else's. It's going to be very unique, and it's going to be very true to your authenticity. So your road to where you're called to be is not going to look the same to my road and where I'm called to be, and vice versa. So do your best not to be in comparison mode. Yeah. Now, Saturn and Pisces, going through your Saturn return is when shit gets real serious. It gets serious, or even more serious. It gets realer. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, it's real as fuck right now, right? So Saturn and Pisces people, or if you have Saturn transiting any Pisces placements in your natal chart, you could feel that pressure of like, okay, like things are getting more real. A lot of Saturn and Pisces people, or people with Pisces placements and Saturn transiting there, or expanding their family, having more children, getting married, leveling up in their career, things like that. But it all takes time. Again, like you can't compare or rush with mutable energy. You truly have to surrender to the flow and trust the flow. And that's another thing that Saturn and Pisces people should be being reminded of, is surrendering to the flow and trusting in the flow. Surrendering as deep as you can to God and trusting that flow, because you never know where God is going to have you, where God is going to take you, where God is going to place you. So you have to be open and willing in order to flow with that process. I'm going to make more videos discussing Saturn and Pisces, Saturn returns, the transits and things like that. I just wanted to come over here and show my face really quick. I hope this video helps anybody. Make sure y'all tap into my YouTube. For those of y'all that are watching here on TikTok, if you're watching here on YouTube, thank you for tapping in. Like, subscribe, all that things.